The stars of Doctor Who. Next, we got David Tennant and Catherine Tate.
Hello.
Hello.
I saw you at your press conference earlier on. That was very presidential. You look like presidential candidates.
I'd like to think so, yes.
Jed Bartlett.
Yeah.
Can you explain something to me, first of all, Catherine? How come? Because I've seen you do a show where you play characters. I've seen that on television. You're the same person, aren't you?
That's me.
Yeah, I've seen that. So how come suddenly now you're the Doctor Who assistant? How come?
How come in respect of how very dare I? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. What a liberty.
What a liberty, eh? There she is, muscling in all those actors' jobs. Because, yeah, I know my show is comedy, but I'm going to be ever so bold and call myself an actor because I was doing it for a while before my show.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've thought of you as an actor and a comic at the same time, but I'm thinking to myself, now I suppose there'll be no more Nan and there'll be no more Am I Bothered.
I hope not.
You hope that there won't be?
No, I hope that are we into double negatives? Eat shoes and leaves and all that kind of thing now. I would love to still do my characters, definitely, yeah.
Because I thought just a sitcom with the Nan.
To be honest, she's the one that if I was to go on and do something from my show, she's really the only one that kind of has the legs, as they say, albeit
Slightly doddery
and varicose vein clad, to kind of, I think, carry her own show.
Yeah, a lot of swearing.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
A lot of swearing. You can't be old people swearing.
No swearing in Doctor Who, obviously.
No. Not on at 6:20.
No. Not that early hour.
David, I'm going to have to ask you to move the microphone closer to you, if you would.
I'll just, how's that?
Look at that. The sonic screwdriver out. So now, this new series, set me straight. You two met each other on the show. Her character was a wedding.
That's right. Literally out of the aisle of her own wedding and transmitted to the TARDIS, yeah.
So now, how has she become your assistant in the show? What made her stay?
Well, at the end of The Runaway Bride, Christmas Special 2006, have I got that right? The Doctor asked Donna if she wanted to come with him, and she turned him down. But basically, in the intervening period, she's thought, no, I should have gone with him. And that's where we pick up the story, really, at the start of this series. Donna's thinking, how am I going to get back in touch with the Doctor?
And is there ever any amorous overtones with you and your assistants? Because Kylie, that was a near thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, we sort of flirt with the idea of the Doctor being a lover man.
Lover man.
Yeah, but we stop short of actually going there because, it's not...
It's on at 6:20, that's why.
I do think if there's a tiny, tiny bit of tension there, it might not be a bad thing.
Yeah, I think we did that with the Doctor and Rose.
Yeah, that's true.
And then with the Doctor and Martha, it was more of a kind of unrequited love story. But the Doctor and Donna are not in love. They're mates, which leaves them free to fall in love with other people as the series progresses.
Right.
Shall I tell you what I remember? I know, Catherine, you didn't watch Doctor Who, did you, in the early days?
No, I didn't. When I was little, obviously I was aware of Doctor Who. Was it as big as it is now?
Yeah, as big.
I actually think it was as big, but I think it was bigger for boys.
Yeah, that's it.
Whereas now it's very much both, boys and girls.
I think that.
Which is great.
So,
And it's peculiar when you see it now. I mean, I'm obviously in my late 30s now, but when you see it now, you think to yourself, those Daleks weren't really scary in the old days. They're 10 times more scary now, and they can fly and goodness knows what else. And yet we were, and I know it's a cliche, we were hiding behind the sofa and from the Cybermen and all of that. And yet the production values weren't a quarter of what they are now. It's incredible what you're doing now, isn't it?
Yeah, but maybe these things are all a bit relative as well. Maybe it's to do with, the times in which... I mean, maybe in 10 years' time, people look at what we're doing now and think it's all a bit shoddy. I don't know. It feels great when I look at it. But,
I think what David's saying about it being relative is right, because in 1963, they probably didn't even have yoghurt. Did they? And we are now spoilt for choice on the dairy dessert front.
That's true.
When I was a kid, the only pizza you got was that big thick thing with the red stuff painted on the top that they put in a deep fat fryer in the chip shop. Now you have chains of restaurants.
David, they only had fish and chips 1964.
No, but Catherine, did you know you can also get now the yoghurt tubes, so you can freeze them.
Absolutely.
Well, no, you could get the organic yoghurt
Other
ones.
yoghurt products are available.
Other yoghurt products are available.
And there's your lolly, you see, your ice lolly.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm all over it at home.
David and I are starting to lose interest now. And now, what happens in the first episode back? Can you run it down for us?
Donna's trying to find the Doctor. Meanwhile, the Doctor, as is his wont, is investigating some slightly strange goings-on in a company that's selling diet pills to the unsuspecting masses. But, as you might expect, the diet pills aren't all they might appear to be. there might be an alien involvement. I don't think it's spoiling anything to suggest that.
Just looking on front of the Radio Times, and there's a hideous alien.
That's not the alien for tomorrow.
No, that's an Ood. That's from week 3.
Oh, that's from week 3, and this is an alien with,
with giblets coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
exactly. Meathead, isn't he?
Yeah.
he's a proper meathead with giblets.
He's walking awful, that's what he is.
But he's wearing a lovely trendy suit at the same time.
Yeah.
He's going to get grease all over it, isn't he?
He's dribbling it down.
We're coming back with David Tennant and Catherine Tate in just a moment. Don't go away.
Thank you.
Doctor Who and his assistant. Don't go anywhere in time. We've got the stars of Doctor Who here. Now, bring on the clip from Doctor Who.
I believe it all now. You open my eyes. All those amazing things out there, I believe them all. Well, apart from that replica of the Titanic flying over Buckingham Palace on Christmas Day, I mean, that's got to be a hoax.
What do you mean the bees are disappearing?
I don't know. That's what it says on the internet. But on the same site, there was all these conspiracy theories about Adipose Industries, and I thought, let's take a look. You go, what, in that thing?
Yes, in that thing.
But if we go down in that, they'll just call us back up again.
No, because they'll lock the controls with the sonic cage. I'm the only one who can control it. Not like she's got a sonic device of her own, which is very unlikely.
We're back here with David Tennant and Catherine Tate. You just heard a clip from the new show. Well, I say the new show, the new series, which starts tomorrow at 6:20 on BBC One.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're out doing promotion because you think it's important for the show to be successful each time. That's not what happened with Doctor Who before. Are we in a really competitive market here now on television? I mean, is it very important for it to be successful?
Oh, it's a good question. Obviously, there are a lot more channels than there were when Doctor Who was on in the 70s, 60s, 70s and 80s. There were 2, 3 or 4 channels at most. So I guess it's a more competitive market, I suppose.
Do you know, for example, what's on the other side at the same time?
Oh, I don't, but you could look up your Radio Times there.
No.
But there's no need.
There's no need for that.
All anyone's going to be watching is BBC One.
BBC One.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about guests in this new series? Have you got anybody fabulous lined up that you can tell us about?
We've got loads. We've got Sarah Lancashire in this week's episode.
Oh, yeah, she's an intelligent kind of computer whiz of some
She's a
kind.
kind of intergalactic super nanny.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you could send her around to my place when she's been on, that'd be smashing.
I didn't think you'd really want her looking after your kids, to be honest.
Oh, right, okay.
When you see what she
I've
does
got the
on Saturday
tip.
night.
And what about horrible, scary things, monsters and aliens? Can you describe, I mean, apart from the meathead...
Well, we talked about the Ood.
Yeah.
Although the Ood, they look gruesome, but actually they're quite benevolent.
Yeah.
What else? We've got the Pyroviles.
Pyrovile.
The Sontarans.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
pretty
What do
great.
they look like?
They're about 5 foot tall.
Short.
Kind of muscle Marys. Yeah. With potato heads.
Potato head.
Oh, potato heads. I've got it now. I love that, relating it to either meat or vegetables.
We're trying to keep it simple for you, Steve.
Food-based comparison.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So now, Catherine, is it a relief not having to write stuff and...
Well, I wouldn't say it's a relief, but I would say it's been less stressful, obviously, and I've been under less pressure to generate the show because I didn't have to, thankfully, write anything in Doctor Who. You know?
Yeah.
But then I do like writing my show, so you kind of miss what you've not got.
Do you ever look at Russell T's script and think, that needs a bit of work?
Yeah, because, you know, he's quite an amateur.
Yeah, what does he know?
What does he know? I always, first thing every morning, I'd get my script, get my biro, scrub all this out. You want a couple of punchy catchphrases, Russell. Don't you know what sells?
You must have had great fun filming, though. I mean, you must have been slipping into characters all the while.
No!
Oh, you were totally professional.
Think what would be worse for the crew to have some terminal bore every time they shout action, go back on the puppets. I'm over there.
Yes, once more, please, thank you.
Once more for Catherine.
Without the prosthetic makeup.
What a
Thank you,
liberty.
Catherine.
Can you imagine how awful that would have been?
And for you, David, you are Doctor Who, but you've not somehow typecast yourself, and that's quite important, isn't it, really?
I suppose, yeah, I'm an actor, and even if I did this for as long as I could, I'd probably still have to do something else afterwards. You know, I want to be able to move on and do other parts, yeah. Which isn't to say that I don't love and I'm very proud of doing Doctor Who.
Do you find it amazing that it's... I mean, because I do. I find it amazing that it's back. And when I hear that remixed music that they've done, which we'll play as we go, it's kind of like eating rich tea biscuits, really, isn't it? Or having a stew.
What kind of nostalgic?
It's something British.
Yeah, but it's very exciting.
Yeah.
You can't help but feel very excited by that.
Yeah.
Gets you going, doesn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I want more. OK, now, the new series of Doctor Who, starring David Tennant and Catherine Tate here, begins tomorrow evening, Saturday, April 5th, 6:20 on BBC BBC One. Now, it's immediately followed by Doctor Who Confidential on BBC Three at 7:10 p.m, which features interviews with Catherine, David, and also Sarah Lancashire, as previously mentioned. Good to see you both again, and good luck with it, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Brilliant, thank you.
David and Catherine, everybody. Thank you very much. And here comes that music. It's so damn cool.